Hello everybody, today we're going to continue talking about this novel, Fashinoblya Cult by artist TMTbellC. It might sound alien, but everything indeed carries vibrational energy, self-consciousness is energy, thoughts and prayers are energy, and people's opinions therefore bear some value. Low vibration exists and vibrational pattern can calculate anything. This novel mostly is fiction inspired on true events, and the names, characters, places, incidents are the product of imagination or been changed to protect privacy. My name is Leah TMTbellC, Public Relationship Agency, also known as True Start, and the private detective attorney Matt Blues like to investigate true crime events pro bono. This time we decide to investigate strange cases about concert and politics practices. It's just opinion and speculation, so stay tuned. Chapter Executive Privileges is denied for dump. The major ruling for federal judge against former President Dump, rejecting Dump's claim of executive privilege to keep the House committee investigating the January 6th insurrection from gaining access to his White House records. If the federal judge ruling stands that the January 6th committee will get access to the treasure trove and the White House document and possibly videos and photographs as well, will shed the light on exactly what Ronald Dump and his top aides were up to right before the during the Capitol riot. Mr. Dump has sued to prevent the National Archives from turning his White House documents records over the January 6th committee, invoking the doctrine of executive privileges that a president has the right to get confidential advice from his aides. But Judge flatly rejected the claim that executive privilege applies in this case, especially because Mr. Dump is no longer president and the current president agreed. And the document should be released. His position that he may override the express will not will of the executive branch appears to be premised on the notion that his executive power exists in a perpetuity, but presidents are not a kings, and plaintiff is not a president. And the committee is hoping to get the calls, emails, and notes to determine what was happening inside the White House and on short before January 6th. They also interested in videos, including outtakes of an infamous video Dump released that night when he was asking rioters to go home, but he also praised them. Quote, "We love you, you are very special," Mr. Dump told the rioters who was near White House on the Capitol riot. And Dump praised them all, but he didn't tell them to actually to go home. And committee is zeroing the Ronald Dump inner circle now, especially those around him before and on January 6th, issuing 16 subpoenas over the past 2 days, among them some familiar faces: Kylie McEnany, the former White House press secretary, also senior advisor Stephen Miller, John McEnroe, etc. It will be decided at appellate court, potentially at the Supreme Court, in a statement issued overnight. His spokesman said, quote, the battle the battle to defend executive privilege for presidents past, present, and future from its onset was destined to be decided by appellate court. So this is third-party content constitute fair use for educational and scholar nature criticism, and this was a strong ruling by the federal judge and consistent with the most constitutional experts would say be in the case. Executive privilege doesn't apply to former presidents, and there is no disagreement between executive branch and congressional branch